Hello there, Pisces. How's it going? It's time for your reading. My name is Kelly. I will be doing the read here for you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying your day. All right. Just getting everything all, getting all comfy and getting all ready. Actually, you know what I want to do? I want to pull some cards out here first. That's what I kind of want to do. What's going on with Pisces? Just to kind of switch it up a little bit, right? Make it a little bit different. Wow, you got the sun. Wow, Pisces, look at this. That's like the best card in the whole stack. You know, the sun represents success. It also talks about illumination, of course. You know, it shines lights on things. You know, it illuminates things. This is really good energy, and it's talking about, you know, some sort of victory. So, yeah, I like it. I wonder what the runes are going to say. What else? $18. This is the dog. See the dog? I like the dog. This is a loyal friend, you know, someone you can trust, somebody you can rely on. Dang. Can't really say much yet, you know, these are just oracle cards. But, you know, the story behind these cards is the woman who created these cards years and years and years ago predicted Napoleon. Yeah, she was a really famous fortune teller. What's going on with Pisces? The fish. Wow, look at the fish. This is awesome. I like it. The fish is a really good card. It's talking about abundance and money. It could also talk about, you know, your business, you know, flowing, you know, resources going, you know, some sort of abundance. I like it. At the bottom of the deck, you got the bouquet and you got the moon. Wow. So, you know, Pisces, this is talking about some sort of, you know, a gift, some sort of a gift or a pleasant surprise. It could be even just a really big thank you. It represents being appreciated, Pisces. And the moon, you know, talks about your intuition and emotions. And, you know, this is also talking about your reputation, you know, and you know, being recognized. So I really like that. I like the way things are moving with this so far. Well, that softened up any kind of a read here. So let's see what the read is. What's going on with Pisces? Dagaz. Well, I like this now. Dagaz is like the dawn. This is like when the sun just comes right up over, you know, it just comes up over the horizon, all right? This is some sort of, you know, it represents daylight. It's also talking about some sort of a transformation. So something is definitely transforming. What else? Hadjalez. Ooh. Hadjalez is like the tower. Okay, that is just like the tower. Hadjalez represents hail, okay, and it's sudden, you know, it's sudden and it's disruptive. But this is like a storm that's blowing through, to get rid of, what no longer serves you. And then see this transformation right next to it. So it's kind of like a really good rune here, and when it's sitting here next to Digas for sure. Urus in reverse. Okay, so this is telling me that, you may not have a lot of strength or, you could be feeling drained or something. And this is also talking about something else too. I kind of feel like there could be somebody that could be trying to serve their own better interests. So you make sure that you're using your intuition here. So you have the moon over here. This is using your intuition. I don't really think that this is that big of a deal, but, Well, we'll see. In the meantime, just make sure you're conserving your energy. Ingwas. So Ingwas is like gestation, it's incubation. This is like the seed underneath the snow. All right? But spring is here, right? And things are transforming, and here's the sun. What else? Digaz. I mean Jera, sorry. This is Digaz, this is Jera. I'm looking over here and I'm putting this down. So this is really good news. This is your harvest. This is your breakthrough. And it's here. This is, probably the most direct part here of the whole read because, this is talking about a harvest, okay? And when you talk about Jera here touching Digaz over here, I'm looking over here at the fish. This is some sort of abundance. Like I said, the cycles are closing, and you're about ready to reap your rewards. Okay, and I feel like the Hagilez here is clearing the way. It's clearing the way for you. All right. This is kind of like a long-awaited breakthrough too. Okay, because it just feels like a really long night before the sun come up. You know what I mean? So just trust that the seeds that you planted are protected and they are growing. All right, just below the surface. Might not see it quite yet. Arcana. So Barcana is new beginnings. Yeah, new beginnings. And this is dipping into somebody else's energies, but like what I say always, Pisces, it's our energies too. This is, this is what we're birthing. We're birthing something new here. See the seed right over here? It's about ready to sprout out of the ground. Huh. So maybe you could be dealing with somebody that feels that, you know, some sort of nurturing energy here. That could be either be how they feel, or I don't know. And this could have to do with the family as well. It doesn't have to be Pisces. Barcana is definitely, it's just, it can be, because you can see it's shaped like a female. You know, it's the way it's shaped, it's female energy. And you can tell that it could be associated with family. It doesn't necessarily have to be, but it's definitely talking about something being birthed. Something that we're birthing. Something new. T-wise. Interesting. So this person might not have a lot of motivation or something, you know what I mean? Yeah. A lack of spine, a failure to take decisive action. Yeah, they're definitely not standing in their power right now. They feel like this person could be like playing the victim or something. You know, this person could like overanalyze stuff. They could be avoiding some sort of conflict as well. Well, we have Digaz again. So this is some sort of a transformation, and, you know, this person is in a major state of, you know, transition. I think things are going to change with this person. This person may come around, because this is kind of like a light bulb moment right here. You know, that this person could be just hampered by lack of confidence too. You know what I mean? Yeah. This person might be leaning on you or something. If you're involved with someone like this, they could be kind of leaning on you because they don't feel, you know, the confidence. You know, it could be something like that. Anzus in reverse. I don't like Anzus in reverse, but quite honestly though, Pisces, the way the read looks, it's not that bad, okay? Because, you know, Anzus talks about a liar, or somebody that's dishonest, you know, and I kind of got that feeling here with Urus, you know, somebody, you know, with their, that has their own better interest, you know, better interest. They don't really care about anybody else except themselves. You know, this kind of like reminds me of, you know, I don't know. Use your intuition, Pisces. Whoever this person is, this could even be like a thief. You know, but, you know, and I'm going to be bold enough to say it could have something to do with your home. So make sure that you, make sure you're locking things up. You know, yesterday in the reading, I was picking up, you know, make sure you lock the doors. Yeah, this is telling me make sure you lock your doors too. Yeah. I just kind of felt something shady, you know, like, you know, maybe, Yeah. I don't know. We're gonna come out ahead regardless. So, what's going on with Pisces? A time for healing. It's a time for healing, Pisces. Yeah, definitely. Let's see another one here. And believe in the impossible. Believe in the impossible, Pisces. Yeah. Don't worry about this other person over here. Whatever this lie is or whatever this is, this is the light shining down on them. So, nothing's going to get past. This light here, this sun, it exposes, any lie. Yeah, it does. Let's see what else. What's going on with Pisces? Doer. I like that. Doer is a very, very honorable rune. These are from Ireland and Scotland, if you're new, you guys. Yeah, these are runes from back before it was Ireland and Scotland, actually. These go back to around the Roman Empire era. Yeah. On is a very good positive rune. And Nuen. Okay, well, Nuen isn't bad. Nuen is just Nuen is it's a practical rune. It's just, common sense, practicality type of thing. Let's get into Doer and I'll explain. Okay, so where is Doer at? There we go. So this is the oak tree. Doer is the oak tree. And the meaning of it is safety, flexibility, endurance, wisdom, sacred places, leadership, and kindness. I like it. Okay. So this is talking about all your hard work and training have paid off. And here it is right here. There's Jera. There's the payoff. This is the harvest. And you look good here. It says, you are in an efficient and fortunate situation in terms of family, work, financial situation, and just keep believing in yourself, Pisces. Okay. And this good feeling is going to continue to grow. All right, it's going to continue to grow. I kind of feel the energy is calming down. Yeah. This is talking about all the endurance and everything that you had to go through. It's made you very, very strong. Yeah, I really like that card. It's talking about honor too, and strength and safety. Let's get over here to On. Where'd it go? On, where'd you go? And, sometimes it takes me a while to find these doggone runes, but the book is in alphabetical order, but there's like 5 different alphabets, so it makes it a little bit complicated. Well, not maybe 5. I think there's maybe 5, and yeah, five different suits. So yeah, but this is the gorse tree. Either the gorse tree or the ash tree. It could be either. And the meaning of this particular card is talking about spirituality, spiritual. It can also talk about lust and arousal. So, this could be sexual health, your health, sexuality, health, really good. And it's saying to not be embarrassed about, what you want. Go for what you want. Yeah. This could also be talking about moving into a new house. Okay. Now, I want to warn you guys, Pisces, if you're moving into a new house, be very leery about any sneaky landlords that are trying to get over on you. Okay? That's kind of like what I feel here with this Anzus here in reverse. There could be somebody, you know, just make sure you're using your intuition, okay? Yeah. Let's get over here to Newen. You're going to know anyway. You got the sun right there, and you got Digaz. So you got Digaz is twice light. Let's go to Newen. So where'd you go, Newen? Oh, there's Chinya. There it is right here. No, that's Muin. See, they have Muin, they got Newen. Let me see. I apologize, you guys. Here it is. This is the ash tree. And the meaning of it is transitions. Okay, transitions. This is like, this is a transformation, a transition. Renewal, feminine energy right here. Growth, peace, supportive friendships. Look at this. Look at the dog. There's the dog. That's a supportive friendship, right? I really like that. Struggles and challenges here are a natural part of life, and it's essential to accept that these are obligatory for improvement and growth. And Newen symbolizes a get-together of friends, families, and communities for a specific purpose. Ash tree represents destiny, but doesn't mean you're bound by a certain route. Rather, it shows you a unique path that is especially for you. Boundaries are not a disadvantage, as they may help you become more aware of connecting points and find creative solutions. So this is just telling you to create the life that you desire with confidence. Yeah. And, it's saying here, a get-together with friends and family. Maybe some of you guys are heading out for Easter dinner with family and friends. It could be that as well. Yeah. Anyway, it looks like a really good reading. I want to pull, I think I pulled everything out. I've got to pull one of these out. What else is going on with Pisces? Adventure. Strike out on your own to embark on a journey of discovery and realizations. All right, Pisces? All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed the reading. And if you haven't, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow. All right, Pisces. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.